Hello students, before starting mock test number 80, one question which is pending from test number 79, that is from the mock test 79, one question number 31 that I missed it is information based question about naphthalene, right? So firstly I am explaining this one and then we'll go with the questions from the test 80 and 81. Naphthalene on sulfonation. Naphthalene on sulfonation around 0 to 40 or some books given 65 degree, it gives 1 sulfonic acid. Naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid as the major product, right? At 160 degree or 165 degree Celsius, it gives on sulfonation, it gives 2 sulfonic acid as the major product, right? And one piece of information is that if you remember in the benzene sulfonic acid, if we do its reaction with dilute H2SO4, that means reversible reaction it favors desulfonation. Whereas in naphthalene, if we treat 1 sulfonic acid, naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid with dilute H2SO4 and heating is done, it will favor thermodynamically controlled product which is naphthalene 2 sulfonic acid. ठीक है, it is thermodynamically favored. Why? Because here you can see, actually the reason is there is repulsion between these groups, H and SO3H. SO3H is a bulky group, that is why it is not thermodynamically favored. Naphthalene 2 sulfonic acid is thermodynamically favored. So when you understand this information, then you can answer this question number 31 of mock test 79. Now the point here is the thermal rearrangement of naphthalene 1 sulfonic acid to 2 sulfonic acid takes place when we treat 1 sulfonic acid with dilute H2SO4 at high temperature around 160 degrees Celsius. That is the information. Then starting with the question number 1. Maximum dipole moment, you have to identify among these three compounds which has the maximum dipole moment. Okay, you can pause this video, you can try this question. Next question is which named reaction it is? C6H5O minus Na plus phenoxide ion plus CO2 at 6 atmosphere and 400 Kelvin temperature followed by addition of aqueous acid. Pause this video, try this question. I am answering question number 1. So in this question number 1, dipole moment maximum, you can see here in the first one, these two groups, they are exactly identical and opposite, para, and we know dipole moment is a vector quantity, therefore they will cancel out each other. These two will cancel out each other and net dipole will be due to this one. So that means dipole moment is there, but we have to compare where it is maximum. In second one, dipole moment towards this side or bond moments towards this side, it is towards this side, and when we use the formula of mu resultant, it will be somewhat here, and this Cl is also there. Okay, between these two Cl are at 120 degree, mu resultant will be towards this direction. Okay, and already one CCl bond, it is also in this direction, so net dipole of this is maximum or it is more as compared to this one. And here for this compound which is symmetrical, net dipole is exactly 0. Net dipole is exactly 0. So important point is also this one, which is C. Its net dipole is 0. Symmetrical planar molecule. The net dipoles will be cancelled. Between these two it is there, and this will be exactly opposite. And here you can see it is maximum, and here it is less than B. If you have to write the order, it should be BAC. Next question is answer named reaction, standard reaction of NCERT, which is Kolbe's reaction. Which Kolbe's reaction? Where we have talked about the phenol with alkaline medium NaOH and CO2. Then CO2 acts as electrophile, where we have done this reaction in phenol topic, right? And under these conditions, finally we get salicylic acid. So if you are not getting this reaction, quickly revise NCERT reaction, or from your notes you can see, or from the video of the alcohol phenol ethers. Next question number 3rd, direct question, very easy question, NCERT based, tertiary butyl alcohol with copper heat. Next question, this compound which is vicinal dibromide alcoholic KOH, this is the product formed after this product formed, one reagent is used. You have to find out what is the reagent. After this reagent, the product formed is propyne. That is the product formed. I have not given options. Why? Because several times this question is covered through tests or different in the module also, in the notes also. So I am not writing here options. Okay, try this first and second question. I am answering first one, that after the first reaction, which is standard reaction of NCERT, tertiary butyl alcohol after reaction with copper heat gives Sadzef alkene as the major, or Sadzef alkene as the product. Here no other possibility. Then second one is alcoholic KOH, which will remove Br and H. More acidic hydrogen is taken here, and Br, it gives alkene. Now after that, next step requires even stronger base. So which reagent we have used in the examples? A reagent we have used is alcoholic KOH first, and second step is with NaNH2, that is sodium amide heat, and this is even stronger than alcoholic KOH. It will quickly remove next dehydrohallucination done, and this is the answer. Third question is a reaction which is acid halide with HN3, product formed after heating, product formed after heating, after adding water, final product you have to write down. This is which name reaction? In the discussion of the mock test I have explained Curtius rearrangement. Just like Hofmann bromamide degradation, it also forms intermediate similar to that one. But in Curtius rearrangement, if you do not remember, then in the mock test series discussion, I think it is in between test 20 to 30 or from 15 to 25. There this mechanism in description I have mentioned. So I am directly writing the products here. After treating with HN3, Cl leave, N3 will attack, it forms CH3, CH2, CON3. Then after heating, N2 gas evolved and it forms nitrene. It forms nitrene, and then nitrene undergoes rearrangement. This is the slowest step, and when it forms double bond, this R group migrates to nitrogen and it forms C double bond O, double bond N, and 2 carbons. In the mechanism already done, here I am trying to write directly the product, but still I have to mention that one. This is the slowest step, this is the RDS step, and then after H2O, that is H2O here, after this H2O, the bond is cleaved and we get CH3, CH2, and H2, and other will be CO2 evolved. Okay? This is which reaction? It is Curtius reaction, and we get the amine. Which amine? It is ethane amine. Then next reaction is, next question is properties of C double bond O group is suppressed most in which of these compounds? So we know C double bond O, generally the characteristic reaction of C double bond O is nucleophilic addition. That means nucleophile will attack on the carbonyl carbon, O minus, and carbon becomes electron deficient. Now here if you see the options, aldehyde, okay, ketone, ester, amide. Now by seeing the options we can easily understand that whenever these derivatives are there, their lone pair will decrease the positive charge on the carbon. That means this electron releasing effect on the carbonyl carbon is suppressing its general property, that is nucleophilic addition. So by seeing the options you can easily find out. Among them the most electron releasing is amide group, NH2 group, and that is the most appropriate option as per the question. Properties of this group is suppressed most in the acid amide due to NH2 very strong plus M group. Next question is, you can try this question, pause this video and write down the final product Y ethyl para amino benzoate. That is the name given, so I am not writing its structure. You have to write down structure, I will explain it after that. First step with HNO2, second step with HBF4. It gives X compound, that is crystalline ionic compound, right? After this X formed on heating, it gives C9H9O2F. This is Y compound. Find Y. What is the compound Y? Okay, you can try this question, I'm explaining it. Now ethyl para-amino benzoate, that is the structure is ethyl and it is para-amino. So here I am writing it so that it will be easier to write para-amino, and this is C double bond O, O C2H5, right? This is alkyl para-amino benzoate, IUPAC name. After HNO2, this will form what? It forms diazonium salt. Done. And 2 plus with HBF4, standard reaction of diazonium salt with HBF4, which gives a salt formation HBF4 minus. ठीक है, and that is fluoroborate formed. This is X compound. This is crystalline ionic solid which is insoluble in water. Now then on heating it evolves N2 and BF3 goes also, and it finally gives fluorine, and there is compound which is same here, C double bond O, OC2H5 is there. ठीक है, C9H9O2F, that is the final compound Y formed, which is ethyl parafluorobenzoate. That is the answer for this question. First is standard reaction, which is diazonium salt formation, then with HBF4, and then heating will finally give fluorobenzene, but here other group is ester group. Now in the next question, which will not react with ethanolic KCN, these are the 4 options given, identify it and then I'll answer. You can pause this video, you can try it. Second question is, this is the reaction given, right? It is the tertiary amine, or it is a salt basically. It is the nitrogen which is 3 R groups, 1 OH minus. It is amine oxide or amine hydroxide, and then after heating it gives alkene. You have to find out it is which name reaction. Okay, question number 8. Which of them will not react with the ethanolic KCN, which means K plus Cn minus? Cl will be substituted, yes, it will undergo SN2 reaction. Then Cn minus will substitute acid halide also, it can also undergo substitution. PHCl due to partial double bond character will not undergo any such substitution. And then PHCHO, it will undergo which reaction? It will undergo nucleophilic addition. So answer is only of C, and remaining will not be the answers, right? It is normally substitution reactions by A, B option, and nucleophilic addition by D. Next question is standard question where we can prepare the alkene here, which is which reaction? Hofmann elimination. In which topic we have covered? We have covered this reaction in amines topic also, and we have covered it in mock test discussion as well. In any of the mock test papers till now, I have explained this reaction again and again, so you can revise from there also. Question number 10th is about acidic strength: phenol, orthochlorophenol, metachlorophenol, parachlorophenol. Write down their order of acidic strength. Next question is about dipole moment, maximum dipole moment among these compounds. So here you can see I am answering question number 10th. Orthochloro. For Cl we mainly use which is dominating factor? Electron withdrawing effect, that is due to minus I. Okay? It also have plus M effect, but generally its withdrawing effect dominates of halogen. So among them, where it is closest, because inductive effect is a distance dependent effect, where it is maximum? At ortho position. Then meta position distance will increase with respect to OH group. Third, para position distance is very high, but it is better as compared to phenol where there is no halogen present. So on the basis of minus I group or minus I effect, we can answer this question. Minus I is a distance dependent effect, maximum at ortho, then meta, then para, and in phenol there is no minus I effect of any halogen. Then question number 11th, highest dipole moment among these groups. NO2 electron withdrawing, no doubt it has dipole moment. Second one again NO2 there. OH is minus I, but its electron releasing effect is very high with the ring, so it is electron donating. So it is also having dipole moment. You have to find out where it is maximum. Here also pi electrons will be donated by OH. Now in this case, fourth one, you can see they both are para with respect to each other, right? And it is exactly opposite. That means there it will be maximum positive develop, and here it will be maximum electron release. Withdrawing is there. So among them the best option will be where they both are para. Why? Because electron releasing it is electron releasing through mesomeric effect. Pi electron density is moving inside the ring, and exactly opposite, which is NO2, it is withdrawing it. So it is a vector quantity. Net dipole will be maximum for option number D. 12th question is, write down the major product formed here. Acetaldehyde with acetone or propanol give with dilute alkali. That is the condition mentioned actually. And you have to write down the maximum major product. So remember, both contains, firstly it is which reaction? It is aldol reaction, right? Here both contains alpha hydrogen. If aldehyde and ketone is given, then always remember major product we will always form where from ketone we form carbanion, that is nucleophile, and it will add on the nucleophilic carbon of aldehyde, because aldehydes are faster in nucleophilic addition. Okay, so that point you will remember. If two different are there, major product is from carbanion from ketone, and it will add on the carbonyl carbon of aldehyde. So I am directly writing the product. If you remember this reaction, very good. Otherwise revise aldol reaction. It will be minus charge there, adding on this carbon, it forms CHOH, and there it will be CH2COCH3. If we heat it, then we will get the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. That will be the major product. The next compound, next reaction is this one. Write down the major product formed. You can pause this video. I am writing the answer. It is which one? Alcoholic KOH. Which reaction? Dehydrohalogenation. This is alpha carbon. There are two beta carbons. Which beta hydrogen will participate? It is very simple. If it is this one will participate. It is also more acidic, and if it will participate, you will get which product? A conjugated diene as the product. So answer will be major product is this one, and other possibilities there, which is minor product. So here answer is conjugated diene is the major product. Okay, thank you.